concerts in the park. We still doing it, y'all. We still doing it. Today I got some guests on my show that folks, I had to go and just go dig these folks up. Now, if you're a true hip-hop fan, which I know you are, because if you watch my show, you damn sure got to be a hip-hop fan. I got two old school players. They got triple OG AARP cards, folks. They platinum ARP holders, just like myself. I ain't throwing nobody in the bus. If I don't get no tire tracks on my ass too. But yes, folks, I got two old school players. One, I'm waiting on him to get his camera together so I can see his emerald green eyes live here on the stage. I got my other one on standby, looking like KC from the KC and the Sunshine Band. My man, Fash and Captain Rap here today, y'all. I'm also expecting my man MC Frosty from the Rappers Rap Group from 1980 something. We going back, y'all. We going back. We going way back. Fash, I'm gonna bring Fash on first since he's already here. While Captain Rap work it out. I think I see Frosty coming down there too. Who was that? Fash, come on in, Fash.
Hey man, what's cracking with you, Lonzo?
What's happening with you, Doc? How you doing over there?
Man, it's always good to talk to you, Lonzo. Yeah, I'm doing okay, man.
Glad to see you, Doc. Glad to see you.
You too.
I see somebody else down at the bottom down there. That I don't see a name, yo. No, hold on there. Is that Frosty joining us?
That might be Fossey or King MC, one from Rappers Rap Group. Maybe both of them.
King MC, let me see here.
What's up, Lonzo?
What's up with you, Doc?
What's happening with it? It's King MC.
You in the shadows, King MC?
What's happening? Okay, let me see if I get this thing right.
Hey,
yeah.
Yeah, I think I got it right.
There you go. Now you hit a spot a minute ago. You was real bright. There you go.
I'm gonna fix it up real quick. Here we go. What's happening with it?
There you go. What up, King MC?
Hey, what's up, Lonzo?
Oh, hanging like a chandelier, just trying to shine, Doc. Just trying to shine.
The man that got me to walk from 29th and Western all the way to the Eve after dark. Stop playing with him.
We gotta talk about that, Doc. We gotta talk about that. Because I'm getting all kind of I'm trying to figure out who was the longest walker from Eve after dark. Because somebody was walking from, who was that walk, man? Somebody hit me the other day. They was walking from Western.
That's me. 29th and Western.
Man. I got folks in the house. I got my girl in the house, Catwoman, aka Linda Bo Brown in the house. Isaiah Edwards, Pimp Players and Hustlers Network. I got the D3 Snapper in the house. Everybody got love for everybody, y'all. Much love to everybody on the line. I'm still waiting on Captain Rap to get his camera together. Come on, Captain Rap, bring it home with us, Doc. We got all the players here today. Boy, we gonna have our next reunion at the old folks home for real.
Yes. We have a reunion right here on Lonzo's show.
My man Martin Cozy says, who that? No, I'm sorry. Just finished your book, Lonzo. Great story. Very inspiring, OG. Much love, Isaiah. Man, much love. Very appreciate that, Doc. My audio book will be out also for all those who don't want to listen to it as opposed to reading it. Got an audio book coming out in just a minute, and I'm looking for that to drop on Amazon any day now, folks. What's up, Thomas Woods? I see my boy Thomas Woods in the house. What's up, T? All right, folks.
Lonzo.
We doing this. Let me see if I can find my man right quick.
How's Captain Rap? Is his video coming in yet?
No, he still got a gray screen.
Man, I can't get in.
Tell him to hang it up and hit the link again. Try to reset it again.
Hang up and do it again. Yeah, he got to come back again because he got two screens. He got two screens going on. Hey, folks, you're live with Lonzo the Cowboy West Coast.
I'm gonna tell him to hang up and try to redo it, reboot it.
I'm gonna text him right quick.
Okay,
yeah, folks, you live with Lonzo the Godfather West Coast Hip Hop. I went back to the archives of Eve After Dark and West Coast hip hop, and I came up with some brothers that some of y'all have never seen before. Some of y'all need because when I tell the story, I can't tell the story without dropping some names. People been, oh man, how you gonna forget something? I ain't forgot nobody. Sometimes things we did
That's right.
35, 40 years ago, you just kind of slip your mind a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to have the OGs directly here to assist me in telling whatever story that needs to be told. And I got some OGs here today from the Rappers Rap label. Flash, tell me about some of your songs, Doc.
Well, we started a rap. For those that don't know, the Rappers Rap group, we came behind Disco Daddy and Captain Rap. They had the Gigolo rap, and the Rappers Rap disco company was the first West Coast rap label out of Los Angeles, California. And the first act on the label back in 1981 in the summer was Disco Daddy and Captain Rap. They had the Gigolo rap. And then the second act, and they played on KGFJ, KGFA radio, all that, K-Day, and then, but the KJLH. And the next act was the Rappers Rap group. That was myself, DJ Flash, my boy King MC, MC Frosty, Mr. Ice, and Mackamo, and Lovin C. And some of the songs we did, was the most popular was probably Radioactivity Rap, Let's Jam, Radioactive, Cuz, Bloods, Gangbangers. That was MC Frosty and Lovin C. And we did songs like Beverly Hills Cop Rap in 1984, I think it was, and we did Erotic City Rap, which got big play on LA radio. We did State of Shock Rap. King MC did What I've Done For You Lately Rap. That was the answer to Janet Jackson's song. We did a lot of. We helped launch Macola Records. Like I say, we were around in 1981 is when we got signed to the label. And so Rappers Rap Disco Company was the first label. Then we got Macola Records started. And because our founder, Duffy Hooks, he didn't have the money to manufacture enough records and send them out. So he went to Don McMillan, who was doing like the Spanish records there on Santa Monica Boulevard. He had Macola Records. He started manufacturing the records and putting them out for us. So it didn't cost any out-of-pocket money. That's just a little brief rundown of,
Now, you know what? I just realized something. All the rap songs you just named were like remakes of other R&B songs, right?
Right. Yep.
Pretty
much. And the reason we did that was, back in the day, I'm trying to get these angles right on this camera. Back in the day, the only play we weren't getting too much radio play in the beginning. The big outlet were like discos and clubs. And so Duffy's idea was, look, if we take a popular R&B song that's out, like a Prince jam or something like that, right? When Doves Cry or something like that, Erotic City, Beverly Hills, right? Something the club's already playing, and we make a rap to it, we're going to get automatic club play because the DJs love to mix it in with the original and stuff. So that was like the only promotion we had were the clubs. So he would go to clubs like Carolina West, the Speakeasy. He would go to the skating rinks. Skating rinks were big back then, the skating, and go to World on Wheels and a couple other ones in LA. I can't remember right now, Skateland or something like that. Right. And we performed there. We performed at all those places, but the DJs love those. If there was a popular song out and they were playing in the club, they love the rap to come right behind it.
Right.
So that's how we sold records.
Bring King MC in right quick. King MC.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Lonzo?
Oh man, we're doing what we do. Tell me about your part in Rappers Rap, man.
Man, let me tell you. I started rapping in 1979. And the reason I started rapping in 1979 was the guy moved next door to me from New York. And he had all the little cassettes of everybody out there freestyling in New York at the parks, before they even hit the wax. So I heard rap before Sugar Hill came out with Rapper's Delight. So, like I said, 1979, I was already rapping. I was already going to Motown. I was working with a guy named Jesus Garber. They didn't know what to do with it, And so I entered a contest and ended up being, cast as one of the members of the Rappers Rap Group. We were all vying for an individual contract, but everybody rapped so good that Duffy and his father Jerry said, we're just going to put together one group that's going to mirror Furious 5 at the time. And so when we came out, if you notice, our style was totally different from most West Coast groups. We were really a West Coast group with an East Coast vibe, because that rapping party group, if you go back and you play that, you can really see that we were on a whole different. But like I said, if you weren't from New York at the time, you weren't going anywhere. You had to be from New York in order to get any love. And so we just kept grinding, because we knew one day people like N.W.A. and stuff like that would be who they are if we just continued to push, because nobody took the West Coast serious at that time. And then one more quick thing. I've been wanting to say this for years.
Go ahead.
I met Dr. Dre at the Eve After Dark the very first time we performed live, which was at the Eve After Dark. I think it was like 1981 or 82. And I remember when he came outside, he knew nothing about hip hop. He asked me, and he asked all of us actually, because me, you, and all of us, and EJ, you remember EJ from Jackson Limousine?
Yeah.
We were going around the corner. I don't remember if it was called Norm's or Denny's, but it was right around the corner from your club, off of El Segundo. But we were all going there to eat, and that's when he busted out. He said, hey, man, I want to get into this business. I want to learn how to do this and that. And, I actually talked to him on the phone. I gave him my phone number. I talked to him for the first 2 years after that. And I remember sitting on the couch, listening to our music, and then I think it was Surgery came on. I said, uh-oh, we in trouble. Hip-hop has changed. And, man, I loved it.
Yeah.
Much love.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Let me see what Captain Rack, what we can do with him right quick.
Uh-oh.
Captain Rack, he got two screens open. That's what's wrong with him. He got two screens. Hold on there. You have.
I think it's a little slower. See?
Yeah, he's he got a little technical issue. Straight. I'm getting straight.
He was in earlier because he had went in and no one was there, and so he got out. I talked to him on the phone. He said he got out and he was going to wait till 6 o'clock and come back in, but he was in there once.
He got feedback.
He got feedback. I can't bring him in with feedback. I'm trying to.
I got you.
Okay. Anyway, folks, we are live with some triple OGs. I mean, these guys. I got to keep it 100. They was rapping before I was rapping. They was rapping before anybody out of West Coast was anything. They came to the Eve After Dark and performed. I remember E.J. Jackson came by the club, brought y'all up in the limousine. I was jealous.
You remember that?
Hey.
They got limousines. They got management and stuff. And I'm like, we hadn't made a record yet. And I'm like, oh my God. These guys come up in the club, Eve After Dark. They got this white boy in the group, and they pulled up in the limousine. Oh shit!
Yes.
What we do? How we do? What? So I said, I wanted some of that. I ain't need to be lying. I said I wanted some of that because it looked good. It looked good.
Right.
I mean, y'all came to the Eve. I don't even think we really promoted that particular night. Y'all just popped up. I think me and Duffy always been cool. I think Duffy might have called me if Lonzo gonna bring my group through the night. Okay, come on, they're gonna perform. And EJ, from
right,
rest his soul, Jackson Limousine. I think he was y'all manager or something like. Oh, he was just. Yep. He was y'all manager.
Yeah, he
brought y'all to the club, and man, it was inspiring for me. Like I said before, I think y'all might have been Y'all might have been the first rap group that came to Even After Dark. Ain't no telling, dude.
We were. Yeah, we were. We were. I kind of remember it. It kind of went back and forth. You know, there was a lot of R&B going on at the time, and I think you were more into the R&B. You know, like everybody else was. And then the rap thing was all new, but you loved it. Once we did it, you were like, okay, wait a minute. Okay.
There was nothing wrong with it at all, Doc. It just I've never seen it before. Like I said, they hit the stage start, man. And y'all got a great crowd response. It was just a great evening overall. And like I said, y'all put up that limousine, man, and I saw the response that the females gave y'all, like, oh shit, they on the
side. Yeah, I remember that.
I see my girl Mary Witherspoon Monday's in the house. She's talking about Skateland.
Oh, what's up, King?
USA, huh?
Skateland, USA. That was my spot right there, folks.
Man,
ran that for quite some time. Captain Rap coming back in. Let's see what we can get this time, folks. Can we get the captain in on the ship today?
You know what? I realized, man. All righty then.
There he is.
All righty then. How we doing?
All right, Captain Rap, can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you well.
Man, what's up, green-eyed man? How you feeling,
Doc?
We doing we doing fantastic, Doc.
We're Captain. There you are. What's up, Cap?
I'm here, man. What's up, you guys? What's up, Rob?
What's up, Captain?
And we got all these screens popping up, man.
Yeah, okay, technology's crazy. It's time to go, but I'm here.
Right.
So go ahead.
We got you straight down.
Captain, there you go. We straight.
Captain Rap, one of the biggest, still to this day, right? If you play a song at the club, especially for an old school crowd, they're gonna break out doing the freak. Okay, your grandmama gonna break out doing the freak. Okay, you gonna see your grandmama and your granddaddy doing some shit, and she going, oh my God, you're gonna be embarrassed like hell, but they're gonna get out. And the cold part about it is, the lyrics is still relevant 40 years later. Bad times is what you and I feel. Bad times. Talk to me, Captain.
Man, look, all I can say is that was one of those songs where, you know, I just happened to be at the right place at the right time during the whole process. You know, I had actually, a lot of people don't know, I had actually left Long Beach and went to Colorado.
Okay.
And then I got a call from Cletus Anderson saying, I need you to come back. And I said, well, yeah, Cletus called me and he said, I need you to come back. And, you know, Cletus had those record stores and all the little stuff he was doing, and, you know, had his label and all that. And I said, look, if I come back, this is what you're going to have to do. I told him, you know, I gave him some things he had to do for me. And I got on a plane and came back. I stayed at my mother's house since I'd moved to Colorado. I stayed there for about a month. I wrote all the lyrics in a couple of weeks. And I had that little track that the basic track that Rich Cation had put together. And then I had met
2001 Boogie.
Right. I had met Dina Andrews. Dina's still out here. I think she just came back to LA, but I met Dina on the corner as I was headed to the studio. And that's when she kind of mentioned to me that we just happened to hit the corner at the same time. And she told me that she had managed Jimmy and Terry. And that's how I got them to come over.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. And I'll tell you right now, you know, I've been in the studio with a lot of producers. Man, that was just one of those experiences where you just say, you know, it was one of those things. It was almost like a song that had to be, because when Jimmy and Terry showed up and Jimmy heard the track, as soon as Jimmy started putting down the bass line, I knew then it was over. I knew then. And then I was in the studio. I want to say Larrabee, where we was at, Larrabee Sound, and there was a wall up there that had business cards on it. And I was like, I got to find this vocalist. And I had already checked out some singers, but I said, whoever this girl has got to be, I knew I needed a girl, but I wanted somebody that could take me from the church. Okay. And all of a sudden I looked up there and Kimberly's name was up there, Kimberly Ball.
Okay.
I called her And as soon as she answered the phone, I said, I'm at Larrabee. How long is it going to take you to get down here so I can explain to you? I kind of told her where I was. She showed up.
Okay.
And once I told her what I wanted and she went in the studio, done. It was done deal. Done. It was so unbelievable that between Jimmy and Terry, I kind of felt like it had to work magic with Jimmy and Terry in there. And even though people didn't really know who they were, that was the time that Prince had kind of told them that they were fired from the group because they didn't come back in time, right?
Right.
And I didn't realize that Jimmy's birthday is the same day as mine. My birthday is June the 6th, and so is Jimmy's.
Oh, we all Gemini's in.
Man, Lonzo, I know you June. Don't tell me. I want to say, is it the 10th?
No, me and Tupac got the same birthday, June 16th.
Oh, man. Okay. There you go. It's just unbelievable, man. So, it just one of them things, man. But yeah, and a lot of people don't know either. I'll be straight with you. There was parts of the song that I wanted to change, but back then, we didn't run anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I went in and told them what I need to do, but I didn't control the record like I wanted to. But what's ironic is, I knew as soon as we took it down to Greg Mack. Okay. I remember taking it to Greg and saying, check it out. Let me know what you think. And as soon as Greg Mack put the headphones on and listened to it, he said, I'm playing this right now. It was over. I ain't gonna lie. It was over. I remember driving home and listening in the car and thinking to myself, nobody's going to know the process that this song took. I think it was a blessing, bro, even to this day. And the only thing if there's anything that bothers me about it, I see a lot of times there's write-ups or something someplace, and they always say that the song was a answer to the message. That was never the case, man. I hear that. I see it all the time. They say that the song was basically like, even though I thought Melly Mel was one of the baddest cats that ever picked up a microphone, they say it was like my song was the East Coast message, and that was not the case.
You know what? That's something that I think we all be victimized of writers who are not from our culture. They always pit us against each other. Okay,
right.
And that's how you got your East Coast, West Coast beef back in the day. That's how you got so much misinformation because people try to visualize a situation. It's not that. It's just a guy made a song about bad times. It's simple as that.
There you go. And here's what's crazy. So Kim, Kim, we still stay in touch after all these years. She just always been a blessing. We toured places with the I met Frankie Crocker, played the song a lot before he passed, back in the day. And so there was all these moments that I remember, man. I mean, and I used to get calls from Detroit all the time. They would say, man, your song is bad, man, and stuff like that. So I just say, I really, it was I guess for me, it was one of those moments where I just happened to, to me was a good, I always could write. I knew that. And Cletus just called me at the right time and he said, this is what I wrote it. He even gave me a title. I put my own title to it. And I always liked that. I always liked Baptist church. So I kind of put Kim in there to the church. And between Jimmy doing what they do, Jimmy with the keyboard and Terry with the guitar and stuff they did, and even the mixing and all that, I just think, man, that song was supposed to be.
Man, that is a West Coast classic. Speaking of Jimmy and Terry, but Rich Kaysen is probably one of the most underrated producers on the West Coast.
Man,
he was and I remember I wanted to hire him to do a track for us. I couldn't afford him. He wanted $300. I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford that. That's too much money.
Rich for me was one of them cats that anytime I needed Rich Kaysen, he would get me. He would do it for me. He wouldn't ever come at me. He would just be like, come on, man, I got you, man. I got you. And I was so disappointed and I guess hurt when I heard he had died. I was gone when he died. I just, it's still to this day I think about the brother and Rich was one of the healthiest cats I've ever known.
Wow.
You know, Rich was working out in his 50s. I mean, lifting weights, he could do it. So you just never know. I'm gonna turn my phone off. Fosty's calling me right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's that?
MC Fosty.
Now, folks, we talking about some names that unless you are true, you got to be. I'm sorry. You got to be 60. You got to be 55 or 60 to know these names we're talking about. I know this. We all a bunch of old school players right here, and this is one of them shows that your granny, your mama, your mama. Your mama. You might want to go get your mama because your mama danced to the song. She did what was that dance? The Smurf. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it was a Smurf.
The Smurf.
The Smurf or the Gigolo, because Bad Times was a great Gigolo song. Okay. It was a great Smurfing song. Okay, you that little dance, you did a little kick over. That's when we still dance with girls and stuff. So we had a whole different thing, and I like bringing old school players together, man, because we're not gonna ain't nobody gonna call us from none of the hip hop channels. They ain't gonna call us. I gotta call us because they forgot about us. They think because we old and gray that we didn't do nothing. They think it's all about it. If we didn't lay the foundation, y'all wouldn't have no building.
Man,
I'm gonna say it again. If we didn't lay the foundation, y'all wouldn't have no building. Okay.
Yes, that's
right.
I almost want to say I'm a little disappointed now with the game a little bit, the hip hop.
Why you say that?
Well, I just, Lonzo, I was the brother coming from Long Beach. I used to come from Long Beach and make my way to LA. My dad lived on 71st in Vermont. And so I could hang out in all the areas. I was everywhere between LA, Hollywood, all that. And I didn't have any problems with anybody. I remember going to Dre's house. I remember coming to your crib. I would go anywhere. And now, and I think the part that bothers me is that when I look at how many rappers have died, just because this is a genre that I love, and then when I see these rappers dying behind it, that's the part I don't understand. I don't understand that part. I was acting like kids.
Hey, Lonzo.
Yeah.
Lonzo, I'm gonna check out. I got MC Fosty want me to send him the link. I'm gonna check out, forward him the link, and then come back.
You got it. I got you. Man, MC Captain Rap, I feel the same way, man. For a while, man, almost every week you hear about another brother that grabbed the microphone at one point in time, is gone over some stuff that's probably, man, when you get to the root of the whole problem, probably based on bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Bullshit. And it's amazing that the whole game is focused on sensationalism as opposed to talent. I look at a lot of the so-called artists, and most of them, I know we all old, we all got AARP cards, but one thing about it, good music is good music.
Man,
we got our own genre, okay? But our genre is lasting. It's 40 years old, okay?
Right.
You made good times at Bad Times what year?
1982. I think I finished it, and I want to say it hit the streets in 83.
Okay.
1983.
And like I said before, I played the Townhouse over in LA sometime. Before COVID hit, I was over there almost every other week. I was one of the fill-in DJs at the Townhouse. I play your record. Your record is my playlist.
I love it. I appreciate it, brother. I really do.
Your record's in my old school playlist, and when I play that record, they go, "Oh my God, where you find that from?" Okay,
right.
That's the response. And the dances, I'm clowning about them doing the Smurf, but you got they do it. Because it brings them back to a time. It brings them back to a time when they could party and have a good time. Because that's what we did, man. Our parties was not riddled with violence. We didn't go out looking at nobody's ass. We went to have a good time, hopefully get a kiss, a phone number, or something like that.
Man.
And that was it gave us when we made music, we weren't thinking about problems. We were thinking about a good time. Now, Bad Times was just what we all experienced.
Man.
That was in the world, just like right now. Bad times.
Right now. right now. Well, you know, I remember a while back, Snoop had reached out to me because he was thinking about redoing the song. Okay.
Okay.
And I told him, I said, well, you let me know, you know, I'm good with that. I'll be good with that. Also, I want to say this. I'll tell you the thing that really made me feel good, Lonzo, is when I think about over the lifetime, you know, I can't tell you how many people I met, rappers, people that have done well, would come to me and say, man, if it wasn't for your song, I wouldn't have blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have done this, or you made me go out and rap. When I hear that, I go, you got to be kidding me, you know? And then I say, a lot of people don't know, like, you know, I turned down a deal in 1982 with Motown.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. So I got a call, and at the time, the guy that was in charge was Jay Lasker. If you Google Jay Lasker,
Jay.
you know, Jay Lasker took over Motown, and he called me and Disco Daddy to go down and talk to him. And Disco Daddy had made I called it a stupid decision. He signed a contract with Joey Jefferson, the biggest crook I call him biggest crook in the record business. Disco Daddy signed a contract with him, and so he didn't tell me until we got down there. And I didn't say anything to Jay. I think a lot of people would say, well, Jay, look, I didn't sign no contract with nobody. Talk to me. I didn't do that.
Okay.
I went back to working on my song, and I actually could have done it then. My point for saying that is that a lot of times I don't think people realize when I started rapping because of Disco Daddy. I didn't go out looking for it. I just happened to be at the right place at the right time and realized I could probably do it at that time. But I'll be honest with you, man, there were so many people that I thought were just dope as hell. I tell you, for instance, back in that time, I remember, well, you know, you and I met, Lonzo, Rob, we met. I remember Jinx. Coming around and letting me hear. Jinx was the first one to let me hear some music that he had produced using some Johnny Guitar Watson. And I would be like, man, that's off the hook. This dude was bad. So yeah. I just remember all the people around the way that, you know, Toddy T and Dre and all that, man. Those were the days. To me, those days made me realize how blessed I was just to even be in that environment, especially when I wasn't looking for it. A lot of people don't know I had just got out of the Air Force when I showed up.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just like that. I just got out and I'm on the street. I applied for a job as a fireman in Long Beach and got in the program. And so when you guys would see me, I would be doing the fire program in the daytime and hanging out at night.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Hey, Captain.
Yes, sir.
I want to say this because, you know, it's a lot of things a lot of people don't know, but do you remember me and you and James Ingram in the studio?
Oh, yeah. With Leon working on the and I still got the track that James laid a vocal on, and James said I laid a vocal. He didn't even want me to pay him anything. He was just a really good brother, you know. Rest in peace, James. Yeah, I always say. Yeah, he did. Between all the cats that I met around the way, I'll tell you another thing, Lonzo.
What's that?
A lot of people don't know. So I'm at the house, and I can't remember what year it was, but I almost want to say it was probably, I want to say maybe, it probably would have been an 84, maybe something like that. And Dre called and said he was going to be up in Torrance cutting the album, the N.W.A. album, and said, you know, if you know, come on through. So I shot through there. And I remember walking up in there, and if I remember correctly, everybody was there when I was there. And me and Dre was kind of in the booth, and he was letting me listen to the stuff. You know, I always felt out of the producers that we were lucky to have Dre. I mean, think about all the producers that were there. Battle Cat, Bobcat, Unknown, all these cats, man. It was a lot of bad cats in one area. Being on the West
backstage.
Coast, man.
Yeah. Frosty is backstage.
Hold on there. Go ahead. I got
okay. Yeah. So it was just that thing where I look back at all of that, and I've always felt, people respected what I did and appreciated what I did, and I always respected. I'll tell you something, Lonzo, that you didn't know, though.
What's that?
When you guys came out with what, Turn Out the Light? What was that? Wasn't it Turn Out the Light?
Lovers.
Oh my gosh! When I heard that song, Lonzo, you know what I said?
What?
I said, "Damn, they hit it! That was a hit! Come on, man!" I remember hearing that, and I go, "Man, oh my God!" It to me in the LA for the music that was being put out, we were making. I felt like we were giving the East Coast something to think about.
I thought so too, Doc.
Yeah.
We were DJs, us being DJs in a club. We understood that people had to slow down and take it. People slow dance back then.
Man,
they had to slow down, they had to slow down, and they had to grab a girl and get that Mac on, tell that lie.
Right. Okay.
See, y'all had to lie. You had green eyes. You didn't have to lie. You had to do was wink at broads and look at them in the face.
Hey, look. Look. You know what? I remember. This is what I remember. Me and Disco Daddy. Because Disco Daddy, the blessing was Disco Daddy had an audition at his house, and I showed up because he asked me to. And I remember getting there, it was probably 300 people in line. Can you believe that? 300 people in line because Disco Daddy was a DJ. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, I get up there and I walk up and I say, "Look, you told me to come." And I said, I don't want to get behind all these people. I said, let me do what I do. And then, if you like me, call me later, whatever. I got in there, man. I did my thing to Curtis Blow's Christmas rapping, right? And Disco Daddy told everybody else to go home. I ain't gonna lie, I'll never forget that. He told everybody, he said, "I got my guy right here," and then that's when we started putting the song together. And I remember going to the clubs back then with Gigolo Groove, and it reminded me of something that LL said in a record. We would walk in, and I would hear people as we walking by. I would hear people say, "There they go, that's them. There they go." I remember that. And that's when I realized, I said, this ain't no joke right here.
No, it ain't.
Just to be able to do this wasn't no joke right here. I can't tell you all the things I did back then. You know what I'm saying? I'm different now.
I'm going to bring Frosty in right quick, folks.
Okay.
I don't have a Frosty. Hold on there. I don't have a visual, but I got an F.
You got an F for Frosty.
Can you hear us, Frosty?
Yeah.
Huh? MC Frost.
I don't hear anything. I don't hear him.
We got Frosty. We don't see him. We don't hear him. Flash. Help him get online right quick, Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Lonzo.
Yes, sir.
Lonzo, real quick, you got two of Long Beach first rappers on wax. First, there's the man right there, Captain Rap, and it was an honor being on a record label with my idol. Because when I heard them on 1580K Day, they said this is the first West Coast rap, and they played it. I played that thing 10,000 times, and next thing you know, I was meeting this man right here, there.
We met years ago. That's right, Rob. Unbelievable.
Man.
Yeah. In the same city.
Man. Long Beach, man.
Now, I'll tell you something else. Snoop. Yeah, you're right. Well, Snoop even said that to me one time. He said, I'm gonna tell you, I always have to say this because a lot of people didn't know this part. So one of my good friends, so when I was doing a show in LA on Crenshaw, Disco Daddy and I were opening up for the Sugar Hill Gang, right?
Okay.
And that was when they had the street blocked off. It was a number of heads out there. I don't know how many people's out there. It was a lot of people. And all of a sudden, this brother walks up to him. We started talking. And he told me he was a DJ. And I said, well, I need a DJ. I said, I need somebody to DJ for me. And so we started hanging out together on a regular basis. And you know who my DJ was?
Who that?
It was Ken Whitaker, Forrest Whitaker's brother.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
It was Ken Whitaker. So everywhere I went, me and Kim went.
Wow.
And it's unbelievable. I mean, I look back at all them years, man, and we still talk this day. There's not a single person that I really work with that I don't talk to.
Well, you know what? Back then, we developed relationships, man. That's why we sitting here today. That's why we sitting here today, man, because we developed relationships. And we wasn't competitive. We were competitive in the studio, but that was
right.
We didn't make diss records. We didn't.
No.
We wasn't trying to outshoot you or kill. Looking for
Right.
you. We were trying to have a
Right.
good time. And oh man, we gotta get the girls for the green eyed nigga show up. That's all.
Right.
Ah,
Look.
he had him, boy. He
Kill
had
me.
him.
Man, look.
He had him.
Look. I'll tell you this now. I think I told Rob this before. We were doing a show with Renee and Angela. It was a big show at the skating rink. Was it World on Wheels?
Might have been.
Yeah.
And Disco Daddy introduced, this girl walks up with Disco Daddy and he says, Cap, I want you to meet so-and-so. And this girl, she was fine, man. And so they walked away. And then about 30 minutes later, the girl came back and she goes, can I get your number? And I said, well, I don't work like that. I said, Disco Daddy was the one that brought you to me. I said, so if you want to give me your number, you're going to have to bring him back and tell him why or whatever. I said, I don't do work like that. I said, it's my partner. She comes back with him.
What? Oh shit!
He brought him back and said, "Look, I want his number." And unbelievable, man. He said, "Oh no, Cap, I just met her. She gave me a number. We hung out. It was unbelievable, brother. That's what was happening back then, right? Them days was unbelievable."
Hey,
yes,
man,
sir.
That's why we had to get the Jerry curls real quick and kept them moist as hell, man.
Man.
You had Jerry curls and green eyes. Oh man, come on.
Oh man. Look, see, Lonzo, I tell people, I say, Lonzo had one thing that I remember that most of the cats that were doing it didn't have early on. Maybe you and Ice-T might have been the only two, maybe. You know what that was?
What's that?
A house and a car.
Yeah.
I never forget that.
I kept a house.
Okay. That's right.
I kept a house in the car.
There you go. I said,
that.
I remember coming to the crib and I said, now, wait a minute. I ain't gonna lie, Lonzo. I said, I thought maybe your family was there, your parents or something. Lonzo like, no, this is my crib. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm older than Lonzo. How Lonzo got a crib already? So yeah, man. I say it's so I always, I've been gone. I think I left. When did I leave Long Beach? I left Long Beach in '89 and came up to San Francisco. So that's the area I'm in now. But I always come back when I can. I love it, you know.
Well, speaking of Long Beach, you remember Callie's Kitchen in Long Beach?
Who?
Callie's Kitchen in Long Beach.
I don't remember Callie's Kitchen.
18th and Lewis.
You know what's funny? That was one of the areas in Long Beach that I didn't go around too much. Okay. I ain't gonna lie. Because there was a lot of action over there. Now, if I called my little brother, he would tell me off the top. He done been there probably 1,000 times.
Now, the reason why I asked is because I saw Warren G one day, and his record regulator, he said I was hanging on the corner of 18th and Lewis, and I remember when I was a kid, my auntie had a cafe right there in the T. It was 18th and Lewis,
right?
Whatever street was, it did ended right there in front of the cafe. And I said, Warren, you ever been to Callie's Cafe? He said, man, I ate that stuff every day. That was the best burger I ever had in my life. That was my mama's auntie. Right there. And him and Nate Dogg and Snoop Dogg grew up on my auntie's cooking. They were just another generation. They might be related to me. I don't know.
Man.
But, we got Flashback. Flash, what's up with you, Doc?
Hey, what's cracking, man?
I'm trying to get
Hey, Lonzo. Yeah, Frosty, he's in the background. He should be back there waiting.
I got him.
Yeah, he in there.
I see an F.
You see him?
But he don't have
that's on his camera.
His camera not on. Or his microphone, because I can't hear.
Camera not on.
Yeah,
his camera. So that's why I haven't brought him in yet. I'm waiting for his camera or his microphone. If he could talk, if he could hear him, he could do an interview still. But I can't do it without a camera or a microphone. Y'all can turn into midgets.
Right.
Yeah.
Help him out, Flash.
Help him out.
Man, I sit here, dude, and every time I do one of these old school shows, man, I just makes me feel to be able to sit here and kick it with the fellas. Now you in San Francisco, Flash is in Seattle, and I don't know where
Rob is, I want to say, in Vegas now, right?
Yeah, just moved from Oakland to Vegas.
Yeah, he just came to Vegas.
Okay. What makes you go to Vegas, man?
The first lady of hip hop. Oh man, that's a whole nother interview. But anyway, the first female on Wax on the West Coast. This is her right here.
Who was that? I can't see it.
That lady right there.
Oh Lord.
Her name is Scooby D. she wanted to move out here, man, and so wanted to change Oakland. I love Oakland, man. I love the vibe, but woo, the gunshots, man. 24 hours a day for the last 90 days, we had to get up out of there.
Yeah,
it's just too
Oakland
much.
ain't no. Certain parts of Oakland ain't no joke, bro.
Look, I call Compton with an ocean view.
Man, straight up, huh?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oakland is Compton with an ocean view. Okay, I got
yes.
Oakland. I was in Compton I was in Oakland one day, and I walked the streets of Compton the minute day. I got nervous. I'm like, these niggas, right? They on something different. Okay,
Yeah,
Wholly different.
It's a big difference, brother.
they on some real different out there. So I ain't mad at them. I'm just gonna keep my black ass down here. That's all.
Yeah.
But you in Frisco, rap?
Yes, sir. Came down here in '89. My girl took a job with a major company in San Francisco, and since I've been here, I do a little music. I think I told you before, I do a little music here and there. It's according to what somebody comes to me with. The last project that I really worked on was that's that singer that signed to Atlantic, Kehlani.
Okay.
I took Kehlani and we did 9 songs on Kehlani, and Kehlani is doing her thing now. She's Oakland girl, doing well. I get stuff every so often, but now I decided at this point in my life what I wanted to do was I'm doing I'm working on a project now in Oakland where I'm doing 4 units. I've been there today. I got a contractor, people putting together 4 units for me. Then I got an architect and a couple other cats that I use, and just maybe the next 3 or 4 years, just get some units or something. We looked at 25 units, 40 units, that kind of thing. It's easy for me. I don't have to depend on some lawyer or some record executive trying to do, you know what I'm saying? I can kind of control that. I like that.
I understand.
Yeah.
So you're a real estate mogul now.
Well, I just I don't want to get a whole lot of stuff. I just want enough where, if I go to Vegas and hang out with Rob and lose 50,000, it ain't gonna hurt my pocket. You know what I'm saying? But I love it though. I love that part of it. I can leave something back for the family. I got a wife and a couple of kids, and I just living life, brother.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
What you do, King MC? What you do out there, man? What you doing? You retired or what?
Man, let me tell y'all what I did, man. I went through a lot of health problems, for a long time. And I just remembered that my grandmother was like, you didn't walk across the stage. She was so disappointed for the high school graduation. I was doing hip hop. I wouldn't work no graduating. But since then, I went back and studied and got my high school diploma. I got my AA degree. I got my bachelor's degree. I got my master's degree. And I just finished Cal Poly Pomona. I got a degree, not a degree, a certificate in family mediation. And so that's pretty much where I'm at, but I still slay any MC on the mic. I ain't never stopped.
That's dope, though. Yeah.
Wow, that's deep.
Dope.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Thanks,
sir.
man.
Yeah.
Just, taking care of the family.
I got Frosty on the screen 3 times. That ain't gonna never work.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I guess in my heart, a lot of times I have conversations with people because I don't talk about music a lot of times with anybody, right? I just don't. A lot of people don't have any idea, even if they listen to the song, they don't have any idea that I did it. You know what I mean? Or even spend time doing stuff. I think I always just say I appreciate and love and respect. Man, look, when I have people like Clientele or even Kid Frost. Kid Frost told me that one day. Kid Frost hit me up in LA one day and told me, he says, Captain, if I didn't hear you on the microphone on the radio, I wouldn't have done this. And I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me. So I'm always humbled by the fact that somebody heard something about what I did and loved and enjoyed it. And if I had to tell you out of bad times, you know, my favorite verse
Which what? What's that?
is the last one.
Talk
Head
to-
rags and khakis.
Brother, can you spin it for us right quick?
Head rags and khakis, dress code of the gang. Guns and knives, and you're down to bang. That's my favorite right there. And I'm gonna tell you know what I did when I wrote that?
What?
I sat on 21st Street in Long Beach, and I watched the brothers go back and forth.
Okay.
And I just watched what they did. And then I went upstairs in my mother's apartment and wrote the lyrics, and I wrote exactly what I saw. And that's exactly why I wrote that verse, because I saw that happen to somebody while I was sitting there watching.
Now, I see a female face about to creep on the stage right
That's Rob's wife.
Come on in, Donna.
MC Scooby D.
Come
Hey,
on,
you guys, how you doing?
What's happening?
Donna, how you doing over there?
I'm doing all right. How you guys doing?
Oh, we great.
Good.
We always like to have a female legend on the stage with us.
Hey, y'all cut them green eyes and them Lonzos, boy. Y'all to watch them. Them brothers pick all the women. Show me the record, baby.
Oh man.
Show me the record, baby.
Put it,
So Rob wants me to show you guys my record that I had with Rappers Rap back in '86.
Okay.
My name was Scooby D. I was with a group called Chapter 3. It was 3 of us, of course. Me and 2 of my utmost 2 guy friends that I miss to this day, Carl Gilkey and Brian Casey.
Okay.
And we've been doing stuff probably since '84, when it was hard for a woman to do something like that. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Right.
I literally had to dress like a boy, and I'm not that boyish type, but I did what I had to do back in those days, you know.
hey,
Right.
glad to have you on glad to see you still doing your thing, baby.
Yeah, just trying to keep together. That's all. Just trying to live. Got up out of Oakland, and we're gonna keep it pushing. Flash, I miss you.
Vegas.
Well, I'm gonna make it down. I'm gonna make it down your way pretty soon when they open it up, and that y'all. I'm gonna be the first one to come see y'all.
I know. I miss you, brother. I really do. Hey,
It's all
Captain.
good. It's all good. It's all
Yes.
good.
y'all in Henderson or y'all in Vegas?
We're in North Las Vegas.
Okay, North Las Vegas. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
See, I don't know. I just don't know Las Vegas that well to know where to go. You know what I'm saying?
I know
North and
everybody
all that
all
stuff.
knows the Strip. The Strip is everything, but we don't even live by the Strip. It's like Las Vegas is so much bigger than that, and I couldn't believe it when I got here. But I got family here, so you know it's kind of cool.
I
The
got
weather's nice.
I got folks in North Las Vegas. It's the casino down there. What's it called? Damn it! I hung down there for a minute. I had a ball. It had
Oh yeah.
It's a Sonic, a 7-Eleven, and some other stuff right across the street from it. Okay, and what's the name of this hotel? I can't think of the hotel. Anyway, it was way off. It was way off of downtown, way almost to the mountains. And because I'm a blackjack player, but I'm not a big gambler. I don't mind playing, but I ain't gonna lose the house though playing no blackjack. I
know that's right.
Money with me just for recreation, and I was able to play at $5 all night long. They didn't bother me. If I wanted to double it to 10, they didn't trip. I went back to 5, and it was good. It was a nice hotel. The Spinners was playing there. I didn't get to see the Spinners, but they was playing there.
Ooh.
I just had a good time because it was. They said this was a hotel where locals hang out at. Okay. And
Okay.
I forgot the name of the hotel right now. I can't think of it, but that's where the locals hang out. That's where I was at, and damn it, I would go back. I go back to Vegas. Although I like the Strip, I like downtown too. Though that's my spot. I'll mess with the
You
Strip.
got to hit Fremont. Fremont is better than downtown.
Fremont is downtown.
These are for real. Bad times is what you and I feel.
Right, baby.
I hit the casinos. I stay at the Aria whenever I go, and I enjoy myself. They take care of me when I go. When I go, they take care of me. I love going down there.
I know that's right.
I still get
Yes.
I love it. So we got to get together, Lonzo. Though we do, man. After this thing is over, we need to get together, man.
Doc, let's do it, man.
Yeah.
Flash is back on the line.
Yeah.
Now, who we got? I think somebody else just joined us. Flash, who was this right here?
Boston MC. Yeah.
We got Frosty.
Old school guys, just a minute to get through it. You know what I'm saying?
Did you help him out?
Hey,
Okay.
hey, shit is.
There you go. Spit it up.
Frosty.
Okay, he's coming.
Frosty
He coming.
Frosty got
He coming. A little bit more, Frosty. What's up?
Frosty got 5 lines open. You got such. Look at the screen. He got 5 lines open. You got to shut some of them lines down, Doc. You gonna get?
Does he?
He got 5 lines open. He got 4 lines plus the one he's on right now. Shut some lines down right quick. I don't know where you got it. That's a bunch of computers. Have him shut some lines down, Flash.
That's Frosty.
Oh,
Hey,
there
Frost.
he is.
You got to shut something.
Can you hear us, Frosty?
Make sure his mic is on.
Okay.
Two phones, right? I'm saying the when his camera wouldn't come on, so you another phone.
He still got the phones open though, Doc. That's the only problem. That's why he can't get.
That's why you're getting the feedback.
That's that rotary. You remember that?
Yeah.
Now he still got 3 lines.
Hey, 3 line. Can you hear him, Frosty? Try to close some of that stuff up. Put them all down and then back. Do that.
We all down, Doc. All right, well, we almost out of time. I'm gonna hang out for Frosty though. Usually I'll be up in about an hour. I'm gonna wait for
Hey,
Frosty to
Lonzo.
get back here. I can't even hang.
Jealous.
Sir.
Hey, let me tell you when I was jealous of you. Okay, I was jealous too. One day I walked into Macola. I think I was a City Rap or Beverly Hills Cop Rap or something, right? And I looked down on the table, and there was a World Class Wrecking Crew album with all you guys standing on the front. And I think that was the first album he did, right?
As it was.
Because you guys were all right there standing in color, living color. I went, oh no, you guys got an album? Yeah, man.
They did it, man.
They did it. Yeah, that was the first one that I remember seeing coming out of the West Coast. We did an EP. We did an EP for AVI and MCA. Yeah, we did that. That's how when we hooked up. And the thing was, MCA, they didn't know what to do with it because no category, wasn't no rap sections, bins in the record stores. You remember that?
Right.
You go in there and they went maybe up on the wall, but there wasn't no rap bins. People,
right.
Yeah, country, rock, classical. That's how far we go back. And yeah, even when you was doing yours, just started creating the rap, all that. You know.
Let me get Captain.
And first time I met you. We got time?
Frosty.
Oh, okay, there he is. We just need to hear him.
Man.
Press that little button that says mic.
Hey, how come are we limited on the time? We can talk.
I try to keep it.
Yeah.
Frosty, what's up with you, Doc?
Right. You know,
you break. You got a bad connection.
Man, we got to do this again.
I'm gonna go to the other phone.
We got MC Foster.
Frosty.
MC Foster.
Yeah. Hey.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey,
now won't you come back? Yeah, that's MC Foster from the Rappers Rap Group.
What's going on with y'all, man?
Glad to
MC Frosty.
Lonzo.
Hanging out, Doc, trying to break it in, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I remember back in the about 81. I went to the E's after dark, and they had the little rap contest, and I won it. I had a UCLA sweatshirt on, and then I left, and I came back with Jackson. I had talked to you, and then that's when I got Jackson Jackson to manage our group.
Okay.
And I think you might have hollered at E.J. Jackson. But yeah, I used to always come up there, and I like I was telling Captain Matt when he was at the VIP records and he was on the stage with the Sugar Hill game. He went on before him. I wanted to go on the stage, and the security guard said I can't go on, and I had a 5-shot 22, and I said, oh, I'm going on the stage, and he said, whoa. He said, whoa. So I started rapping in the crowd, and then the crowd came over when I was busting, and this when Duffy came, and Duffy said, man, calm down, man. This not what gun up. And so that's how I met Duffy. But see, like I was telling Captain Rap, and Rob already know I was living 2 lifestyles. I caught 5 murders, and I was supposed to get the death penalty. And so luckily, I only did 30 years. And so when I did radioactivity, and when I said Cuz Blood Gangbangers, and when I said bullet went by, I didn't know what it was. It's all about blood. No, it's all about Cuz. That happened live. You see what I'm saying? So I just put that on the record. Mm-hmm. So then when I said, man, all these guys, they ain't saying nothing. I was the main killer that was out there. Ain't nobody been to prison but me. You see what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I said, I was the first person that ever used Cuz or blood on the record. And I remember Greg Mack was at 1580K Day, and my cousin, Cheryl Castleberry, she was the program director. And we went up there in Glendale, and everybody said, man, you might can't put this on the record. I said, well, I already wrote it, so I'm putting it on. And I had that same 5-shot 22. They say, man, you gonna go to jail. And eventually I did. Man. So I'm home now, but I met a lot of people. You see what I'm saying? And it's a lot of history as far as the foundation of rap that went unseen and went unheard about. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people say, man, where you been? I said I was locked up. Yeah, well. You talking about all these killings? And you ain't did shit. What you work with the FBI? Why you didn't go to prison with me? If you everything I rapped about, I actually did. You see what I'm saying? As a youngster, so I was living 2 lives. We were doing shows. With E.J. Jackson, I still had a 357 Magnum on me in the back of the limousine. Wow. Got to do that. But that's just who I was. And I talked to Big Hugh. Big Hugh was in prison with me. He was in the cell with his stepfather, Big Hank. And he got out way before I did, so I seen him at the park because I be left in weights and I be working with youngsters, the professional football. So I'm for the business techniques. And so I seen Big Hugh, and he said, Franz, I said, yeah. I said, what's going on, Hugh? And he said, man, you finally made it out. I said, yeah. I said, what's up? I said, what's up with your boy Snoop? He said, man, what are you talking about? I said, man, he did that thing with Tupac, 2 America's Most Wanted, and used my lyrics word for word. And I already talked to Trey D. Trey D was in prison with me also. And,
he was there.
Trey D said, one night I went up behind that Big Bounce arrested. I was Warren G's bodyguard. He the first person I seen bench press 620 pounds. And me and Big Bounce, they said, we gonna get out of bro. So I told you said, well, he doing something with my nephew. And I told him about the song. He said, oh man, I can't even get that in my head. He just did a documentary and we completed it yesterday. And that was a couple of months ago. And he, man, I would have put you in. And that's the thing that came out on FX. about the hip thing.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of history as far as the LA prison system on them level 4s. Everybody knows me up in there. They said, "Man, you need to get out and make a stand." And I got a cold force, you know. So I'm just humble now, much older now. I got no grade and Rob almost. So,
hey, so we gotta get ready to wrap up. All right, Flash. Before we go, man, tell people how they can find you right quick, Doc.
Man, you can hit me up on Facebook.com/DJ Flash, or on the Instagram and Twitter is DJ Flash 808. But mainly Facebook.com DJ Flash, and that's it, man. Hey,
yes, sir.
Let's do this again, man. Let us technology. You know, we still record on tape. You know, we still record on 2-inch tape.
All right, what's love, Captain Rap?
Yes, sir.
Tell them how they can find you, Doc.
Well, I'm easy to find, man. All you got to do is you can go to Facebook or Instagram and look under Larry Glenn. You'll find me. I mean, I'm easy to find. I use Captain Rap on a lot of things, but mostly people know me as Larry Glenn, and that's how they can reach me. GLENN. Hey, Lonzo, I appreciate it, man. It's been a blessing, man. I'm glad we had the chance to do this. Rob, it's good to see you. And
I love you, bro.
Definitely,
bro.
I appreciate it. I do have one question, though. I saw something the other day about the best diss record ever. Okay. I'm just curious, what was the best diss record you think? What was the best diss record you ever heard?
Hands down. No Vaseline, hands down.
Let me tell you something. You ain't said nothing. You know what? If I ever talked to Cube, I would tell him when he did that shut it down to me.
Shut it down.
Man, shut it down.
Shut it down.
Yes, sir.
All right, now, much love to you.
You too.
All right. Tell them where to find you at, Doc, if you want to be found.
Right. Man, well, I got a website on Facebook. It's Bay Area Cop Watchers. I'm really, my time now is focusing and educating the public on their rights and the laws and how simple it is, how easy it is not to know your rights. Just give away one right could be the difference in going home or coming home 20 years later. We're just being done wrong in our communities, and we as a people really need to educate ourselves, not just say, I'm going to sue you. You really got to know how to sue somebody. So Bay Area Cop Watchers is where you can find me. I don't do much in the form of music anymore, but yeah, that's where I'm at. All about my people.
All right,
I want to say thank you, Lonzo, man, because you guys took hip hop and took it to a whole nother level. I cannot believe a West Coast group was on Soul Train.
Wow.
When I saw you guys, I almost passed out, man.
Wow. Much love.
Much love to you guys, man.
All right, folks. This is Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop. You witnessed another episode of Live with Lonzo, featuring some of the original. I'm talking about not the trailblazers, the ones that were planted the dirt for the trail to be blazed on. Okay, these guys made records before I did, and they still here. They still looking good, and I'm thanking all of them for stopping through and hanging out with me. In the meantime, folks, this is Lonzo, the Godfather of the West Coast. I'll see y'all next Tuesday, God willing, from the East Coast to the West Coast and everything in between, folks. From Eve After Dark to concerts in the park, you're still live with Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop, y'all. And we are out of here. We are out of here. We are out of here. Peace.